This is recording 869. The name of this recording again is Listen Next 869. It's a part of my podcast series, Speaking to the CIA.com. Or Speaking to the CIA. You can find me at speakingtothecia.com or ChristinaStation918.com. You can find my podcast on Spotify or Podbean, Speaking to the CIA. It's called Speaking to the CIA. You can find me on Twitter, ChristinaMS918. Okay, so this recording, I'm going to do the news after I get this one done. Let me get through this one. So, okay. Alright, so something else that someone wanted to point out to me in mental telepathy. They saw this in Ed Gein. If you rearrange the letters, it's EGADS. And it's probably regards too. The RE. Okay. Then something else I wanted to point out. So, if you take, let me write this out. So, if you do the 30s by 2 backwards, so 38, 36, 34, 32, those all mean something. So, 38, 83, if you reverse 83, which Jean used this in a part of her pre-planning, okay, so see all codes, see my podcast. So if you flip 1983, if you flip the 83 around, it's 38. You know 38 special is one of her aliases, okay? So you have 38, then you have 36, which is cuff. So this is a set or a series. What I'm explaining is a set or a series which is used, that is probably used in several crimes over several decades. Probably, it would be interesting to see. I'm not going to go find out, but it would be interesting to see how far back this was used, like hundreds and hundreds of years ago or centuries ago, and what would the 38 have been before. And then again, 38, 3 plus 8 is 11, and then 1, 1 is lightning bolt, 1, 1 is lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Okay, so 30, so you have gun, and then you have cuff, okay? And then you also have the sum of 9, which is RE. Okay, and then you have 34, which is CD and DC. Okay, and then you have, and if you have 34, someone was pointing this out to me because they were like, look, this goes in a series. So 34, if you take 33 from 34, there's 1 left, so a single strike, and then 3 plus 2 is 5 would be the snake bite strike. So I think the 34 might be the CD, and the DC might be the shot. I guess I can't remember what the 34 was beyond code, and then also DC. But anyway, and then if you go through all of the numbers by the 10s, by the 2s, probably one of them is broken down like that. Okay, so another thing she did in pre-planning to do the World Trade Center attack was, how she uses Alice in Wonderland as a theme, okay? So, and how she based my entire life on Alice. And I'm Alice, and she's the Queen of Hearts, okay? And that's how she did my whole life. My whole life is primarily based around Alice in Wonderland. But she bases my life around several movies and stuff, but the primary one is Alice in Wonderland, okay? And you can even see that in childhood pictures of me, okay? You can see where she used ice on my mom, okay? So anyway, so Queen of Hearts in Spanish is Reina de Corazon, okay? So Rhaena is queen, and then Korra might be, I think I was looking at hearts, is what I was looking at here. The hearts goes to the heart theme of 9/11. Oh, because Rhaena de Corazon, Alice in Wonderland, and then the hearts is a part of her using love as a theme and doing World Trade Center attack. The I Heart New York and Virginia is for lovers and the whole heart theme. Okay, so she used Rhaena, and then Corazon, she's probably using sun. She's probably using it as an Illuminati reference. Okay, so then something else. CL codes, CL ciphers. She uses T.S. Eliot, the author, the poet, T.S. Eliot, and I've decoded a lot of T.S. Eliot. She's used him all over the place in so many crimes that she's committed. So anyway, something to point out, T.S. Eliot's initials T.S. also stands for Three Sisters. CL code on Three Sisters, which goes all the way back in time, which has been used all the way back in time, all the way into Genesis. You're going to see on my podcast, you're going to see all decode. And from where I can see in Genesis, is it goes from 2 sisters to 3 sisters, but I don't know at what point where. And I kind of have an idea after decoding and seeing this pattern throughout all of history and how these 3 sisters are used. But anyway, I kind of have an idea of what is going on, but it's me formulating what is going on based off of what I decode without any clarification from anyone. So, I'll keep my opinion of what's going on to myself there. But the Three Sisters is in T.S. Eliot. Okay, so moving on to the Oklahoma City bombing again. Okay, so the Oklahoma City bombing, more decode on the Oklahoma City bombing. So, Gene Jernigan Roberts, Intermanson Occult / KKK, did the Oklahoma City bombing. The Oklahoma City bombing is linked to the World Trade Center attack. She also did the World Trade Center attack. Okay, you'll see all my podcasts, see all decode on Oklahoma City bombing. So I'm just going to continue. Okay, so Terry Nichols, his name, Terry Nichols. Okay, his initials, TN. Okay, his initials go with Nikon Tesla. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Nikon, Tesla, Nikon. Anyway, Terry Nichols and Nikon Tesla, one stands for the other, which means you can do a cross reduce. And also notice in Tesla, Tulsa is in Tesla. Okay, so you can do a cross reduce with the letters, okay? You know how to do a cross reduction. So you're going to get, see, I've decoded, I cross reduced this. I didn't save the original set of letters I came out with. But you know how to find it. You know how to do this. So, anyway, so CHRY and then ANK. Let me see. I can't remember what I guess I didn't save the reduced set of letters. Okay, so anyway, out of the reduced set of letters comes the word rye. She uses rye bread. Okay, I don't know about before I was alive. I only know since I've been alive, she has referred to me as rye bread. And she has referred to my friends as rye bread. Which I think is, she's calling us, it's a Charles Manson reference, if you get what I'm saying. She's basically saying, we're no good, we're born no good, we're meant to use, abuse, sell, and slaughter, is basically what I think, how she's using the rye. And every time I see rye, and I decode rye, and she uses rye in everything, and rye is my rye bread is my favorite bread. It's my from my grandma Wilson. But anyway, I always denote it with like, because I've decoded so many of Jean's ciphers, okay, I always denote it with hate, okay, because she's writing ciphers in like, but she's a Satanist. This is not an act. She is literally a Satanist. She poses as a Mormon. Present day, she poses as Farrakhan. I can't believe that people let her get away with that. But I don't think people realize that she's doing that. And even Jean controlling my speech right there, like she's provoking and poking at people. And I think she probably better watch herself. So anyway, so I always see it as like hate and anger and vitriol, because that's in all of the ciphers, okay? It's a lot like when I'm decoding her older ciphers from before I was born, her Manson ciphers from before I was born, okay, I decoded a lot of those. And in those ciphers, there's a lot of that same kind of, but it's all like demonic, like I have to like pull up the ciphers to see, but like it's all like wailing and gnashing of teeth and repenting and the bellows of hell, and like it's really crazy. It's really crazy. And then sacrifices and all kinds of stuff. So it's along those same lines, okay? But I only know from the early 70s, from when I was little, when she's using it in regards to me and my friends, and it's like that throughout my whole life, okay? So people even joke about it in my brain and mental telepathy. People call each other rye bread, which is hilarious. Like people that I know the people that I know, like my old high school friends, my old elementary school friend, people that know my elementary, junior high school friends, like people that I grew up with, you know, they know they know that they've been called rye bread. So they joke about it, and then even more people joke about it. We're all rye bread. Oh, look, there's another rye bread. Like they'll say they'll pop off like jokes like that in my brain, and people are like, oh my God, somebody arrest Jean. So anyway, she is a child trafficker, child abuser from hell. But that's what she believes in. Okay, and then as I was told in mental telepathy, this is crazy, as I was told in mental telepathy by the Pope or someone in the Pope's clergy, is I need to remember, because somebody was saying something and they were trying to like stick up for Jean, and they were trying to lie for Jean, and he was like, I don't want to hear it. And then he went to me in my brain, like talking to me in my brain, and I can't respond back. I'm muted, and everybody knows that. And they've got some people that go on once in a while that do interpretation of what my thoughts are. Other times it's Jean's people trying to pull stunts and stuff. But anyway, he goes, you need to remember, sacrificing children is demonic. That's a big part of demonism, is sacrificing children, which is what Jean planned to do with me, being the Scorpio child. Like my birthday, like she pre-planned all this, all of it. I've decoded all of it. She wants to freaking sacrifice me. And I'm like, no, that's not going to happen, Jean Roberts. You're not going to steal my name, steal my life, steal my identity. Try to get the heck away with running massive rackets, getting away with all of your crime, and then getting your way with trying to sacrifice me, or starting wars using me, my name, or my family. You're not going to be doing any of that, Jean Roberts, because I will keep turning you in until you're arrested. So anyway, So it's the rye is along like the same. It's all like that. It's all like this hate and like. But anyway, people joke about it in my brain, but this is real. Gene really did do this. Okay, so also in this is Cherry Palm, and you know Cherry Palm. You ever see on my podcast and all my decoded ciphers on Cherry Palm. Cherry Palm is the abajo that's underneath Tulsa. Okay, but remember I told you they changed the name of it to Oswego North. The one underneath Oklahoma City is Oswego. So now they call the one underneath Oklahoma City Oswego South, and they call the one underneath Tulsa Oswego North. But they don't forget the original name because it's historical and it's very relevant. And it's a cipher. So there's history in it. So they don't want to lose the original name in it. But due to people's, and you can... That's coming from Gene Robertson or Manson occult / KKK due to the way people are they've changed it. They refer to it as Oswego North. Okay, so Alaska is in it. Sybil Child is in it, which she's talking about me. Sybil, for those of you my age or older, Sybil is a movie that starred Sally Field. Okay, and then also, you know, Sally is also a character on Charlie Brown. And Sally Field, she played in The Flying Nun, CL Code Flying Nun. This is all based around me all my life. It's all connected to or planning to the World Trade Center attack, all kinds of everything. CL Decode, CL Ciphers. Okay, so Sybil is a true story about a woman named Sybil. And she has schizophrenia, and she's diagnosed with schizophrenia. And I had to watch the movie in my psychology class in high school at Red Mountain. And I don't remember like the specifics of the movie, but I remember that's what it was about. And I was just to look back in time and realize that Gene is trying to get away with like assaulting me with stolen artificial intelligence, and then she keeps it a secret and she gets away with it, and then she just says I'm crazy, and then everybody goes along with it, and then they want to call me schizophrenic and crazy and all that, and which is what she still tries to get people to do. No, I'm not schizophrenic. You ripped off AI. You use that on people. You use it on animals. You use it on insects. You don't mess with anybody that you're not ice raping. That's what I call ice rape. Using AI to robotically control someone. Okay, so... Anyway, so Sybil Child, and then... Kitchen Sink is in it, and CL Decode, CL Ciphers, Kitchen Sink, and then note also Sybil, and Sybil is also syllable, which also is a future sign of the Silent War. So more investigation into Sybil is probably pretty necessary. Okay, so, because there's probably foul play there. So, bile is in it. Okay, so she's making a Charles Manson reference. Bile is bile from liver. Scoliosis is in it. Psoriasis is in it. Future Spartacus is in it. USA is in also USA is in Spartacus, and then Part is in it, and then USA Parts is in it, and then SP is in it, CL Code SP, and then Shakespeare is in it, then Snake is in it, then Snake Island is in it, then CHSLY, Christina Halsey Village, Chicago. So she's controlling my life and pre-planning and routing my life. Okay, so she controlled all my addresses. She controlled everything about my life. Like, I know going back from the early 70s when I was in grade school that I'm going to be in Oklahoma present day in the future. Okay, like, I know everywhere she routed me my whole life, and everywhere I've lived has been a huge blessing. I've loved everywhere I've lived, but nonetheless, I'm being stalked by Gene Robertson or Manson occult. So, you're not stealing my life, Gene. I'm going to continue to turn you in. So anyway, Halsey Village is a part of Great Lakes Naval Base in North Chicago, Illinois. Okay. Then also Leary is in it. Okay. And then something to point out about the word Larry, the name Larry, which when you get it, you're like, oh my God, ha. Okay. So Larry, Lair-Y, Lair, like a den, Larry. And then who does she have? Well, I swear to God, I think it's her, unless she used a doppelganger underneath my mom and Jeff. And when we lived in Globe on East and Cottonwood, my family, okay, and there was the apartment underneath our house. Who was under there? His friend, co-worker, assistant manager, Larry, and that blonde woman. I think that blonde woman is Jean. I swear to God, I think it's Jean Roberts. If it's not, it shows that she's stalking them too. But showing that Larry is underneath us, okay, that's no coincidence. I call him under the house Larry. So, okay, Leary scandal, then liar scandal, which is her plan for the future, which is what we're in today. Her running a libel racket, spreading lies for money, controlling, stalking me all my life, spreading lies, my attempts to turn her in, and then she's on the Alice in Wonderland It's Too Late theme. She already got away with it. She'll just continue to lie and get away with it. And there's nothing I can do. BS, I'll continue turning you in. So Salt Lake is in it. Sanka Coffee is in it. See all code. See all my podcast, Sanka Coffee. Chrysler is in it. See all code. See all podcast on Chrysler. Also Auckland, which is the Abajo underneath the valley, underneath Phoenix. Then Sink is in it. S-A-N-K. Then Reach is in it, as in Reach toothbrush, which would go to AIM toothpaste. Okay, so she uses Reach and AIM toothpaste, which I recently just used that as a threat to tell people to stop like stealing from me in my room. I went and got AIM toothpaste and like put it in my stuff, so when they break it and they see it, I'm like, you better quit. So anyway, now I just have it with my regular hygiene stuff. But anyway, so Reach and then AIM, so see all code AIM. Okay, and then also the hour is at hand. See all code, the hour is at hand. That goes all the way back to late 60s, Charles Manson ciphers that I decoded, and then also earlier her predecessors, okay? And then the hour is upon us, and the hour is upon us is another one of those ominous, doomy, the satanic, what she's used, okay, that's all like, that's all that old stuff that's in here. New York is in it, Ricin is in it, Uprising is in it, the Arizona town, which I couldn't believe this when I saw this on a map. I'm like, I didn't even know this town even existed, and here it is. There is a town in Arizona called Surprise. And I'm like, is this brand new? I'm like, is this a new town? What is this? But there really is a town in Arizona. It's near Phoenix. It's called Surprise. So that's in it. Treasury Sink is in it. Sink is in it. China, Korea is in it. So you're going to see all code on everything. Treasury, Sink, Sunk, and then see all code, see all ciphers, China, Korea, see all my decoded ciphers, see all my podcasts. And then archery is in it, and then Hartford, where I went to grade school at Hartford Elementary, and then, the archery goes to the bow I made in 6th grade, is in it, and then Archie is in it, another one of her themes, Betty and Archie. And then see all code Archie, Betty and Archie, and Jughead. Okay, Horn is in it, and then Honk is in it. Okay, so Horn, how you say get on the horn? That means get on the phone, so Horn is used for Silent War, or it's making a communication telecom reference to future Silent War. Okay, so Horn, and then Honk, and then Yarn, and then you can see in there Honky, which is funny. That would be coming from Jean, and you know how it comes from Jean? Because, see how she's controlling me right now? She made me sniff. And she's like trying to control my voice and my inflection. Okay, so she is controlling me. That tells you, you know, it is the person who is controlling me right now. You know, it is a Caucasian person pretending to be people that they're not, writing these ciphers. She's trying to frame people. So, but everybody's well aware of what Gene does and how Charles Manson operates. So, anyway, and I call you a honky, Gene, because that's what you are. I use honky for bad white people. Okay, Ketchikan, Alaska is in it. Satan is in it. And also something else I wanted to point out. In the word Satan is the word say, S-A-Y. So, again, I'm telling you, this is as old as time. So this goes all the way back to Genesis. This is a major terror plot. Hopefully a lot of it's foiled. I don't know. I don't know what's foiled or not, because Jean's not arrested. She's still running wild. She's still committing crime. We've got stolen AI everywhere. So, anyway, if nothing's changed, then nothing's changed. But hopefully behind the scenes, something has changed. And some of our terror plots have been foiled. So that is the end of this recording.